Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pop Cult X, your show about pop culture from our Gen X perspective. My name is Danny, and along with Gabriel, we're your hosts here, and this is episode 194. We are making our way up there to the mountaintop of 200. Gabe, that's pretty crazy.
It does sound insane. Like, good for us. 200
Give yourself a pat in the back there. Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, we started this in, I think, 2021.
Yeah.
So it's almost 5 years we're going on doing this, which is really cool. I'm not going to do the math and how many that is per year, whatever, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool that we've had this platform to speak about pop culture stuff and trending topics and stuff like that for this amount of time. And we've gone through so many different things. And if you blinked out there, you might have missed all of our Halloween spooky episodes this past year.
Yeah.
Because we didn't do any. So if you blinked, you didn't miss much. but we're here now to talk about some trending topics that are going on in pop culture, what's caught our eye, what we're looking forward to. So yeah, Gabe, what's on your mind? How are you, first off? How's everything going?
Doing good. Just doing my thing here in San Diego. Was able to make it down to a comic book store today for new comic book release day, and picked up one of our favorites here at PopCultX. Maria Wolf has a new variant cover for Echo. For
I saw that on her Instagram.
Yeah, Seeker of Truth. It's a Marvel Voices series celebrating Native American Heritage Month. It's pretty cool. I picked it up. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. I once I saw it on her Instagram, I knew that I had to go pick it up. She's one of my favorite cover artists, and once I saw it,
I see in your background there, those two on the wall.
Yeah, right. Those are all her stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked about comic books in a while, so it's pretty cool. I know that they are starting a few. They had the whole crossover event, right, with DC and Marvel. I think I saw mention of them doing a new, like apocalypse type event in Marvel with Chip Zdarsky writing it. So that really caught my eye because I'm a big Chip Zdarsky fan. So I was like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll get back into a comic book shop in the near future to check that out.
Yeah. The main thing for me right now is that I have such an abundance of books that I don't have anywhere to put them. So like, I'm really like trying to only buy things that I absolutely need. And I actually have sold quite a few of like my trade paperbacks, just because I have too many. Like, I don't have room to like breathe here. So, have to eliminate some of what I've got. And, I've already kind of cherry picked them and given some away.
Oh, cool.
That were some books that were just like dollar books that I picked up that I wanted to read, things like that. And then now I have to go through and be like, okay, I absolutely need to keep these. And here's some that I can sell. Because like I said, it's getting ridiculous. Like, my storage is like overflowing with stuff.
So what I'm hearing out there, everyone, is that Gabe is going to be having a yard sale. So make sure you look for all that info for his comic book yard sale.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing. Gen X does the live sales, I think, on his Instagram or on his channel, and I have so many, like, I don't even know how that would work, like the realities of like shipping out, the price, keeping track of who buys what.
Oh yeah, goodness.
So I'm like, I would rather just go to a comic book dealer, say like, here I have X amount of boxes. These are what I have. Like, what can you give me?
Right, I hear you. Sell them in bulk and don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, just because like individually is crazy.
Yeah, especially when there's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I was up to today. I was in the comic book store. What are you up to? What have you been up to, Danny?
Well, what I've been up to in the past month or so, I've started rewatching the whole series of Stranger Things.
Oh, nice.
Because starting at the end of this month in November, season 5, the final season, gets released. Yeah. So I wanted to get myself caught up, I guess. And I was rewatching them, and I was really thinking, looking at it as like from a filmmaker perspective, and I was like, the Dupper Brothers did such a great job of world building in that series.
Mhm.
And yeah, some of it's a little bit corny, especially when the kids are younger and whatever. But as they grew older and as the stories progressed and got a little darker and everything, they did such a fantastic job of storytelling.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been.
I actually not watched the show, but I've been wanting to watch it because I'm a big fan of Winona Ryder, and I don't know she's on it. I
Yeah.
saw one of the actors. When I was in New York, I saw him in. Oh my God, I can't think of the. They made it's a musical that they made Johnny Depp a movie of. He where he's a barber.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. Yeah, I saw him in Sweeney Todd. I can't think of the kid.
I think it was. I think you mentioned that. I think it was Gatelin. I think.
Yeah, there you go. So I saw him in that. He's really good. He's a great actor. So I want to go back and start watching the whole series because I know it's really good. It's just one of those things like when you miss it and like you don't jump on the bandwagon and then you feel like you're like behind, then
Hmm.
you like it just you have to get motivated to go back and like catch up with everyone else.
Well, use the upcoming final season as your motivation.
Yeah.
Go watch
One
it.
of the other stars, though, on like a kind of side topic of it, I think his name is David Harbour.
Yeah.
He's on the show, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have you heard Lily Allen's new album, basically about their marriage and their divorce.
I haven't heard the album, but I heard there was like talk about it, but I haven't heard the album.
So it's pretty juicy for people that want to get involved in celebrity gossip. Based off of what she's saying and singing about in her album, they had an open marriage, and um, outside of the open marriage, the rules and regulations for which they sort of created, he stepped outside of those boundaries, and she's writing song. One is called Madeline, which I think is one of the names of the girls that he cheated with. I don't know how you cheat in an open relationship.
Outside
There
the
you go.
boundaries, yeah.
And I mean, she goes into real detail, and
Wow.
it's pretty scandalous. It's not for the faint-hearted to listen to it. Like it definitely has a lot of details about him and the relationship that you're like, oh wow, I don't know if I needed to know that about them, but no. And there's not really a single on there that you're like wanting to listen to. Like there's nothing that's like really catchy that you're like, oh, I want to sing along to that. But it is kind of interesting to hear because it's almost like Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill album where it's just like revenge. So it's sort
But
of
those
like,
are catchy songs, so
yeah, well, yeah, there are catchy songs on Jagged Little Pill. I don't think there are as many catchy songs. There's a song called Pussy Palace that is kind of catchy, that you can kind of sing along to, but
that sounds
is
like
kind
something
of
from Dusk Till Dawn or something like that.
yeah, yeah. So she definitely doesn't pull any punches. It's really interesting. I haven't really heard any response from him as far as like denying or accepting responsibility or what have you. But she lays it all out there for everyone to listen to. So it's kind of
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah. So don't mess with a singer
Oh
songwriter.
yeah, definitely not. And if you don't want it to be all splattered over the streaming platforms and everywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I read somewhere, I saw a headline about David Harbour saying that he fell in love with his co-star from Stranger Things, and I don't know if he meant Winona Ryder or not.
I hope it's Winona Ryder and not the young girl that's
Right?
on.
No, no, definitely not her. I don't think. Yeah, because she's married and she has like I think adopted a kid recently. Um,
Yeah,
but
she married John Bon Jovi's kid.
they showed a picture of Winona Ryder, but I didn't click through the article because I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, so interesting.
Yeah, he's definitely not what I expected. Yeah, I didn't know the personal details of his life,
Hmm.
and after listening to that album, I feel like I know quite a bit about his personal life, which is interesting.
That's it. That's. I mean, I enjoy him as an actor. I think he's a great actor. I
Oh,
like all
he's
the
really
roles he's
good.
been in. So it's interesting when you learn. personal stuff about people, right? It's like,
It doesn't change my opinion about him, to be honest. If I'm gonna be like completely honest about my reaction to the album, is that if you have an open relationship and then you get upset about him being a sex addict or him, you know, having sex too much outside of the marriage, well, that's kind of what the open marriage is.
that's what you
Like,
signed up for, right? Yeah,
yeah, so
you
like
agreed to
it's
that.
kind of confusing. Like I could see where the lines would get blurry because if he says, you know, where I want an open relationship and she agrees to it, and then he follows through with it, and then she gets upset, it's weird. It's just a whole weird thing that they have going on. So, and I looked up, you know, just about Lily Allen. She was married before and got accused of cheating on her husband with a woman, and she claimed it wasn't cheating because it was a woman. So she's got her own interesting life going on.
I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not too familiar with Lily Allen at all. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I've heard the name, but I've never heard any of her music. So,
She's got some cool songs. She had a song called "Fuck You," which was really catchy. She had one I think called "Smile," which was like a revenge song about like an ex-boyfriend, I believe. And she's got a really cool, like, like I wouldn't say like old-timey voice, but like a throwback voice.
okay,
And she kind of raps, sings. She's pretty cool. Like I like her. I'm not like the hugest fan of her, but I did listen to like some of her songs previously in the past, and she came out of like the same time I think like as like Amy Winehouse and from like that era.
okay.
So yeah, so I would check out her older stuff. And if you want to get into like the gossip of the relationship, check out her new album. It's definitely interesting if you want to learn about that, but
I
if
will
not,
do that.
don't check it out.
I will go check out her music. It sounds interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, it brings up the topic of like we've talked about this before. Like, if there's a scandal, does it really change your opinion about whether or not you want to consume the media from the star? So, in
Hmm.
this case, David Harbour, like I can imagine maybe some people being turned off by his behavior and saying they're not going to watch his movies or his shows anymore. I personally am like, I don't really care. Like that's their relationship. Like
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that have to do with me? You know, if it was a different type of scandal, maybe, but in this particular instance, I'm still gonna watch his movies. I really thought he was cool in what was it, Thunderbolts, the new
Hmm.
Avengers. I thought he was really good in that.
He was good in that. I liked him in Hellboy,
Yeah.
the newer one, the the middle remake one, because I think there was like a later one with someone else that wasn't that good, and it wasn't the
Yeah, there's some new ones on
Roman
there I
version.
saw previews of that I was like, this has gone downhill
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah. So the middle version of that Hellboy franchise was good with David Harbour in it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think when it comes to instances like this, where it's a star, I guess, or a musician airing their dirty laundry to everyone,
Yeah.
right? So it's really just really their own two things or their own personal relationship that they're sharing out there. That doesn't really affect me unless he's like eating someone, like, cannibalism or something like that, where it's like, really bad.
I'm
And I
glad
say
you
kind
finished that sentence.
I did finish it, and it was cannibalism. I mean, who was that star that was accused of that, right? And he got,
Army Hammer, I think.
yeah. So what, he's gone, right, because of that.
Yeah.
So if you think, I mean, as long as it's something not like that, and it's between their relationship, why should I care about that?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you didn't bring it up, I would never have known about it.
Yeah. What about from this aspect? Like, are you a fan of those like really personal type of albums? Like Adele's really personal with her singer song, you know, with her
Mhm.
songwriting. Taylor Swift obviously is another example of that. Alanis Morissette. Are you a fan of like musicians that get really personal with their lyrics?
Just speaking from someone who tries to be a singer-songwriter. Well, the songwriter portion of it,
Uh,
I am a fan of that. I mean, if you have something inside of you that, you need to get out, you need to tell that story because it's like burning a hole in you, then why not? And if you can do it in a way that is catchy or, melodic or has some sort of like poetry behind it, I guess. Yeah,
right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I mean, I think that's like the whole point of art, right? Is to tell
Exactly.
your story, to show your perspective about
Yes.
whatever it is, love, life, death, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right on. Have you been watching anything movie wise?
No, I don't think so. I do want to watch coming out this Friday from when we're recording it. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein premieres, and
Yeah,
I'm really
that's
looking forward to that.
yeah.
And I
Same.
think um, I saw some interview with him, or I read an interview snippet where he was talking. They asked him about AI in films and stuff, and he says, "I'd rather die."
Yeah, I saw the same interview. I was like,
I was
wow.
like, "Oh, that's pretty decisive how he feels about it."
Yeah, I think that was with like CBS Sunday Morning, the interview. If I'm not
I think
mistaken,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
I was watching that one as well, and I remember laughing and being like, "Wow, that's an extreme point of view."
And I only bring that up because some other instances where people are, I mean, AI is not going away, right?
Right.
Just have to accept that, and as long as we use it as a tool and don't let it replace the creative human side of it, I can
Yeah.
understand why filmmakers or songwriters or anyone will use it as a way to brainstorm or piggyback, stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that, but
Mhm.
I'm using it in like to replace actors. I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. I
Yeah, I
think
think there's a woman that created an actress
yes,
and it like got signed to like an to an agent
yeah,
and is supposedly going to be like the new ingenue, which is really weird.
right. And they're defending it by saying, "Oh, it's just a piece of art."
Right.
Right, but that art is an expression of a computer algorithm. It's not someone who's lived through that, right? So I don't know. It's murky when it gets to that, and
Yeah.
it brings up another thing that I was thinking of in music for AI, because UMG, Universal Music Group, they settled with a couple of the music AI creation tools, and now they're creating an AI music platform with them for bands that opt into it, where they can allow their likeness, I guess, vocal likeness, to be used in future songs that are created on that platform.
I think didn't the Beatles do a song using AI with like John Lennon and
They not AI, but it was I think Peter Jackson, when he was doing his Get Back documentary with the Beatles, he created this way to enhance some of the song recordings from the Beatles that weren't complete,
yeah.
and so he enhanced it for that documentary. So they used that technology, which is similar to AI in a way, but not completely. They used that technology to take an old demo recording from John Lennon
Mhm.
and make a new song out of it. And it sounds really cool. I really like that song. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a little bit different. They use the AI as a tool to enhance what was already there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, the speaking of like us liking the Beatles being from like Gen X and like that being like a throwback for us, I've noticed right now that there is such a throwback to the 90s and the 2000s
Hmm.
that it's like mind-boggling to me because seeing kids dress in our style from the 90s is crazy to me that
Yeah.
it's come back and that it's just that they're copying what we did.
I think it's the mind-boggling part for me is not seeing that, but them thinking that they created it.
Yeah.
I think some of the people, some of the trends, and they're like, "Oh, look at this, what we're doing now," even though it's what we did 30 years ago, right? So that's the part that really, to me, is like, if you're gonna do that, fine, that's great. I'm glad you're keeping that alive for us, but realize that it's not new.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna claim it to be new, at least change it somehow so that it is new.
Yeah. Speaking of new, there's a new show with Kim Kardashian that Ryan Murphy created.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you heard of it. There's like a lot of buzz about it because Kim Kardashian's involved. It's like I think she's the lead. I want to say that it's called All's Fair or All's Fair in Love or
Oh,
something.
that's what that is. Okay, I saw an
Yeah.
ad for that on Hulu. Yeah.
Yeah, the ads have been everywhere. They have really huge stars that are also involved. Glenn Close, Niecy Nash. Um, who else? The actress that's involved in all of Ryan Murphy's shows. I forget her name. She's in it as well. So there's these really big stars that are involved, and then Kim Kardashian. The reason why I bring it up is we were talking about, you not consuming media from someone due to a scandal. Would you not consume something because you just don't like the person? Because I'm not going to watch because I just don't like Kim Kardashian. It's not due to any particular scandal that she's been a part of or anything like that. I just don't find her to be interesting. Like she's not appealing to me. I recognize why some, other people like her, but for me, she just doesn't do it. So I will be not partaking in the consumption of this show. What about you? Will you check it out because there's a lot of buzz, or are you a no Kardashian fan?
I'm a no Kardashian fan.
Yeah,
That's a good way of putting it. I think what's the whole thing? Being famous, only famous to be famous or something like that, right? So I don't think she has, maybe she does, and I'm just judging her improperly, but to me, I don't think she has talent to be in a role like that. I don't even know what it's about. But to take away from some other potentially deserving actress
yeah,
because she has a name,
notoriety, right?
I think is just it's it sucks because it's like just not fair. But that's what the world is, not fair. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just someone who doesn't deserve to be in a role just because they want the notoriety of the name.
Right. And it's kind of cringy for me to think that Ryan Murphy potentially casted her just for the notoriety and for like the attention grabbing
Hmm.
of having her in a role. This isn't the first time that she's been part of a Ryan Murphy production. I didn't watch the American Horror Story that she was part of. I don't know how well she did on it. So far, the reviews that are coming in are not particularly favorable. They're saying that it's not a great show, that it's pretty boring. I went on social media and saw some fans of Niecy Nash saying that it's, the greatest thing, that it's really cool, that it's funny, that the fashion's really good, that they love it, that the first three episodes are great. So I don't know. I guess it's a mixed bag of emotions when it comes to this show for depending on who you ask.
Hmm.
But like I said, I won't be watching it.
Yeah, I won't. I'm just looking it up right now. It's funny. I went to IMDb and I was about to type in a search, and the very first thing was All's Fair.
They're really going crazy on it right now.
Yeah.
Like they're really promoting it. It's crazy.
Oh wow, look at that. I'm looking at the cast. Yeah, Kim Kardashian,
Sarah
Naomi
Paulson.
Watts, great
Yeah.
actress. Sarah Paulson's in it. Nicey Nash, Glenn Close, Ed O'Neill's in a couple episodes. Yeah, it's got a pretty good cast.
Yeah, it unfortunately like it's the cast that I would want to watch in something else if Kim Kardashian wasn't the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. And that's what all the reviews are saying too. So
Yeah.
we're not alone in our thinking on that.
Yeah. And I hate to be like, "Oh, I don't like her. I hope it fails." Like I don't wish her like to not have success just because I don't like her, but it bugs me that like they create something using her name and then like they don't do the work to make it good. Like
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
annoying part. Like there are plenty of other people that had like notoriety or like nepo babies or like other people that had opportunities given to them that rose to the occasion and like made something really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did so by like putting in the work and developing themselves and I don't know, it just it's disappointing seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with your statement there. I don't want it to fail because anyone, I mean, the rest of the team, crew, everyone behind that's putting their blood and soul into it, as most creative and artistic projects do, right? They you put a piece of you into it, so you don't want to see it fail. But I just wish maybe someone more deserving should have gotten that role, and not just because. But who knows? Maybe she's great in it.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
I will never know because I won't watch it. But
Okay. When she gets nominated for an Emmy, then maybe I'll go back and watch it.
okay, there you go. That's the thing. What I have been watching though, and I think we spoke about this via text before, I started watching Only Murders in the Building.
Mhm.
And I'm on season 3 now, and it's such a great show. I can't believe I waited so long. Speaking of waiting so long to get into something, I can't believe I waited so long to get into the show. It's so much fun. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, they are so great together as an ensemble, and I think it's just so
I
much fun.
I like seriously love them as actors.
Hmm.
Like I mean, speaking of like not liking people, like I think very highly of them. I think Steve Martin is really, really funny. I think Martin Short is hilarious. I think Selena Gomez is like a sweetheart. Like I
Yeah,
don't know how someone could not like her.
yeah,
Like she's so likable and
like
just
the
so
opposite of Kardashian.
yeah, like she's just such a sweetheart. Um, I just love them together. Like I just
Hmm.
think that they're such a great cast. Like I would love to be like at a party with them because I think that it would be so entertaining. Their
Yeah,
personalities
yeah,
just blend so well together. They do so good on the show. I love them. Like I hate that Selena Gomez gets so much hate online
yeah.
because I feel like she's such a sweet girl. Like
Hmm.
I don't see and like you know how you get a sense of someone like even though you don't know them, just they're famous. So someone like Drew Barrymore or that they just seem very sweet and very likable.
Yeah,
That's how she comes off to me,
yeah.
versus someone who like does not come off likable, like Nicole Scherzinger.
Thought you were gonna say someone else, but okay.
Kim Kardashian.
You're like, I'm done
There's a
bashing
whole
on Kim
laundry
today.
list of like people that I don't like that I would not want to be friends with if I were famous. Like that I would I just don't like.
Yeah.
Uh, Nicole Scherzinger is on the top of the list.
Fair enough. I mean, you can have your own list there. I'm not going to judge you on that. What I did notice was funny about the show, in the commercial, in all the commercials you see with Steve Martin and Martin Short together,
Yeah.
they Steve Martin has Martin Short pay for everything,
Mm.
and all that. But in the show, Only Murders in the Building, Martin Short has Steve Martin pay for everything, and I just maybe they did do it intentionally.
Hey,
But
other way around. Steve Martin makes Martin Short pay for everything, right?
yes, so it's the reverse from the commercial. Yeah, so I just thought it was a clever little thing, whether they did that intentionally or not. I just thought it was very fun.
Yeah, they have such good rapport together. They're hilarious. I just love them. Like I wasn't the biggest Marty Short fan until I started watching the show, and
Mm.
then I really started to like him.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I started to get him a lot more, and I think he's hilarious. And it's made me go back and like watch other things that he's done,
okay,
and I like it even more now.
yeah,
Uh, Same thing with Steve Martin. Like I think I've always liked him, but like this show has made me like him a lot more.
absolutely. I completely agree. And speaking of liking people more, I watched the John Candy documentary.
Oh, really?
I like me, I think it's called. So, and it made me even like John Candy even more as
Yeah,
a
he was another one
person,
that like
an actor. Yeah,
you get a feeling of they just have good juju about them. Like
yeah.
they seem like cool people, and
Mhm.
he's one of them that like how could you not like John Candy?
Yeah, and he just seemed like such a down to earth guy. I recommend watching the documentary if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I have to check it out for sure. There's so many things that I need to watch and read. Patti Smith has a new book out, her autobiography. She's written a couple of autobiographies before. One of my favorite is Just Kids about her and Robert Mapplethorpe, like kind of growing up
Oh,
in New
okay.
York
Hmm.
City. Such a good book. It's like one of my favorite books. This one I think focuses more on like her developing her creative side from like a kid through adulthood, and then like now as like a senior or like an elder. She's really cool, and I need to read that book. Roddy Bottom, he is part of Imperial Teen and Faith No More, if you remember that band.
Yeah, I remember that.
He released a new book, or I think it's about to be released, another autobiography that I want to check out that I need to read. Um, Talking about like his heroin addiction, being gay in like the punk rock scene. So really interesting. Another book that I definitely need to check out. But I love a good rock and roll autobiography. I find that they're really interesting.
Yeah,
So I definitely want to check them out and recommend them to anyone that's listening that's into rock.
very cool.
Definitely worth checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to read more of those type of books. I just don't know when I can fit it in.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so much that like I want to watch and read, and I've got like a stack. I've actually done really well lately with reading. I've like been forcing myself to like read as much as I can. I'm actually reading a book called Jackal, which is really good.
Oh,
I don't remember the name of the author, but it's like a horror mystery kind of thriller book. I really recommend it to everyone else. I'm sort of like in the middle of the book, but once I'm done, I'll kind of give more of a debrief about it. But really good. Check it out.
very cool.
Yeah, it was part of my Halloween reading. I was in the feeling of wanting to read like something a little bit on the scarier side.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, as we gear up towards episode 200 here at PopCultX, I think we're going to have a big party, hopefully, for to celebrate episode 200. And maybe hopefully a lot of our former guest hosts will come back and join us for that. But we are going to be making a few slight changes here to the formula here at PopCultX of how it's delivered to you, what you're going to be hearing. So I don't want to give away too much just yet, but just stay tuned for that. Each episode going forward, we'll give it a little bit more away of what we're doing. It's really exciting stuff. I'm really excited what the future holds in the next evolution of Pop Cult X is and where Gabe is going to be taking it. You like that little thing there?
Yeah, yeah, that works.
It works. So that's all I have for this week. Anything else you want to share, Gabe?
No, just hit us up via all the socials. If you have any recommendations, once again, for music, books, films, etc. If you want to give us some feedback on any of our podcasts, we'd love to hear from you. Like and subscribe, and that would be all for me this week.
All right. See you guys next time.
See ya.